Welcome back to the podcast where we delve into the shenanigans on the villa of Love Island Season 12 UK. If you like this content, please comment, like and subscribe. Let's have a discussion about the previous episodes, how you're feeling about this Love Island so far, what you thought about today's episode. And yeah, let's chop it up in the comments. So delving into today's episode, what did you think? Where should we start with today's episode?
I mean, again, slow one again. I feel like, especially like with yesterday, there was only like the ending, which made the episode, which was the bombshells coming in.
Yeah.
And then again today, the highlight was the recoupling. So again, it's slow episodes. And I think maybe they're doing that because Casa is around the corner. So maybe they're starting to like have that little build up, and next thing you know, Sunday night, and then the lights come up for Casa. Maybe things are starting to go like this.
Yeah.
To get you like, oh, and the next thing you know,
coaster,
Casa. So that's just a little thought that I had.
Yeah.
But you know, what really, really major happened in this?
Well, Tony did things
episode.
with Harrison.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh, and it was her birthday.
And it was her birthday.
Yeah. There seems to be lots of birthdays now happening in the villa.
Yeah. So she did things with Harrison, which
Finally.
I'm very glad.
Yeah.
And Harrison seemed like he was a bit confused as to why she was doing
Harrison's
that.
And a bit upset. Or
Harrison's a dickhead, man.
he wanted to play the
And
two of
only
them,
now are you saying that you need to figure out what you want. That's what Tony's been trying to tell you.
Yeah.
He's a dumbass.
But then telling Helena that it's you that I want.
Yeah.
He's a dumbass. But he was speaking to, I think it was Connor. He was speaking to Connor, and he was saying that obviously I was telling Helena, you know, what I was telling Helena, and I was telling Tony what I was telling Tony. So he basically admitted that he was playing the both of them.
Yeah.
And only now that Tony deads it with you, you're thinking, okay, maybe it's Tony.
Yeah, and I actually did feel something for her.
Just shut up, man.
So
You see when these people think they can just play the woman, but
Yeah,
once a woman clocks you, you're like, oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, definitely well done for Tony.
Absolutely.
The way she handled it.
Great.
Oh, good, man.
Good,
I was just like, yes,
Absolutely
tell him again.
good.
Tell him again.
And obviously taking him to the hideaway, surprised, like,
Yeah.
it did the twist, isn't it? Because her and Shakira was like, make him feel like it's one thing, and next you know, do another.
Yeah,
and he was shocked. He wasn't expecting that.
Serve him riot.
Yeah, good.
Exactly.
Good.
Serve him
Exactly.
riot.
And then obviously Shakira and Harry.
I'm disappointed in
Somebody
Shakira.
needs to explain to me what kind of hold and why the hold there is that Harry has over Shakira. It's not making any sense.
Disappointed.
I've been disappointed in Shakira. I've
I
been saying
but
this.
this really has disappointed me because you don't blow up the way you did with him, and then today you're still considering staying with him. Why are we doing this? Is this your age or what?
And then even
what
on
we
the
doing?
even on the daybeds, Harry and Helena were still doing their flirty banter. And then even Emily was like, oh, you two. Like,
Exactly, because do something about it.
so then you're doing that, but obviously Shakira wasn't there, so she's none the wiser. And then now you go on the terrace and Shakira's obviously saying that you've got a hold of me and whatever and whatnot. Why didn't Harry say something about what just happened on the daybeds?
Because he's a liar.
Because it's not irrelevant. Because I doubt you would have been doing that if Shakira was there.
Yeah, but Harry is a liar. And obviously with the conversation that they had on the terrace, I was just like, just shut up, Harry. Because you're saying the same damn thing you said to Helena.
All the time.
Oh, you know, maybe it's because I don't deserve you. Oh, but just shut
And
up.
I
Be quiet.
self-sabotage and all of that.
No, but he didn't say that to Shakira.
No, he didn't.
He just said, oh, but maybe I don't deserve you. And I'm just like, but just be quiet because it's the same old thing. Are you going to keep saying that to every girl?
Exactly.
It's boring. It's literally boring.
You know, like when everybody, like when people have their favourite sob story that they always fall back on.
Yeah.
We've heard it all before.
to get you to stay.
Yeah.
And Shakira
the
was like,
blackmail.
Shakira was like,
Yeah.
And Shakira was like, well, that's just silly. Like, I think you're perfect for me. And I'm just like,
I don't know why she would say that to him.
when she said that, I was like,
don't say that
how?
to him. I mean, I don't know how he's perfect for you
and
anyway.
how has he proven that?
But
exactly.
don't say that to him.
Harry, I don't know. I think Harry's playing the game, in all honesty.
Well, he's been doing
I don't
that.
know if he's lying necessarily, but he is playing a game and he's taking advantage. But it doesn't look like Shakira's leaving him until something happens between Helena and him. That's probably when she'll...
What, something proper, like proper.
Or until she properly, and she maybe properly witnesses something as well.
Yeah. And then with with Helena, I can't stand that woman.
This girl, yeah.
I can't stand her.
Remember what I was saying yesterday? It's like, when she's involved in a situation, she purposely will approach the girl to come across like, oh, I'm the mature one. I tried to settle things. I tried to make amends. Because she did it again today with Tony. Again. Tony's crying in the dressing room little area, and you're trying to speak to her. Tony was like, girl, bye. She's busy crying with Shakira and you're trying to talk to her then. Bye.
I didn't even see that because when they were in the dressing room, I was so confused. I was just like, I see loads of girls, but I don't know who's with Tony. I was so confused.
Meg with her fake
self.
Her fake self.
Yeah. And
Meg was with Tony.
She was hugging her. Tony was crying and Meg was hugging her.
And when I saw Meg, I was just like, this girl is so fake.
She's the snakiest of them all. Apart from Emily, she's Meg.
I think it's got to be her and Emily Shea. Yeah, definitely.
She is.
She's so fake.
But yeah, she was crying. Meg was hugging her. And then Helena wants to walk in. Tony, do you want something? Tony's like, girl, bye. I'm literally crying right now because of you and Harrison. Why are you trying to... Do you know what I mean? She's picking those times to approach the girl to seem like, I tried to give out the olive branch. Like, no, you're doing it with like a malicious intent. That's why you're doing what you're doing.
Because yesterday, for everything.
She did the same thing with Shakira yesterday.
Yeah.
Which doesn't even... Stop. No, actually, with what she did to Shakira, it made no sense because Shakira literally just came out of a conversation where she was yelling. What makes you think that she now wants to talk to you, who is the cause?
She knows she didn't want to. She knows she wouldn't want to. She did it on purpose.
Anyway, I don't like Helena. Helena... Yeah,
still, man.
I don't like Helena.
And you see what I don't understand about her is like, she's always talking about what her and Harry have. But then you keep going and kissing Harrison.
Yeah, because
what are you doing?
I don't even...
What are you doing?
I don't even know what she's doing.
What are you doing?
I don't even know what she's
doing.
At
this point, take Harry with you and go home.
Please, live
but
together.
Obviously, because she was having a conversation with Emily, and Emily was obviously like, you know what you need to do, you're just scared. So you're playing Harrison because who you really want is Harry.
Yeah, that's but what are you scared of?
Well, obviously she's scared because he hurt her. So of course she would be scared.
But that behaviour doesn't seem scared to me. But you're just messing about.
She's messing about when she can go after what she wants because she's scared. So it makes sense. It's not good enough. It will never be good enough because you broke up what Tony and Harrison had when you truly wanted Harriet. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse for your behaviour.
And you're still entertaining Harrison. When you still unhappy, you're just wasting a lot of time here.
And a lot of people's time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's feelings.
And then which is why I don't understand the situation, because even with Harrison and Connor, I think it was Connor speaking to Harrison and basically saying, listen, there's still stuff going on between Harry and Helena. There's still feelings there. And Harrison's like, yeah, I know. But if you knew, why are you going through all this trouble to get Helena when you know she secretly wants Harry?
He's not going through all the trouble to get Helena. He wants both. He was never going to stick with Helena, which it looks like. I know he's not. It looks like now that he wanted Tony. I don't even know. That boy's confused. He doesn't know what he wants.
He's a boy child.
Yeah, and that's all he is.
He's a boy child.
He doesn't know what he wants.
No. Yeah. And then obviously, we have to dig into this bit because... Obviously, in yesterday's episode, the cliffhanger was Meg saying that it's going to be a steal. And that's how it ended. That was the cliffhanger. Because you know when it says tomorrow night. Yeah?
Yeah. About it was talking about the recoupling.
Yeah, so yesterday's episode, when it says tomorrow night, the preview was today's episode.
Oh, right.
And obviously Meg was like, it's going to be a steal.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've now come to today's episode to find out it wasn't a steal.
Nope.
Yeah. And Billy Kiss and Ryan was asked to stand up at the front. Mm-hmm. And then instead of allowing them to choose, they allowed the Islanders to make a decision if they wanted to recouple with them.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a blatant cop-out.
It was a blatant cop-out. They did it on purpose.
Because even when they asked Islanders, stand up if you would like to recouple with Billy Kiss. And Dejon was like, so you knew he was battling in his head. That boy wanted to stand up.
And you know what?
He probably would have preferred it to be a steal.
He would have
preferred it. Because I think, like you said, give him a choice, he's going to stick with my Meg. But if she had chosen, she was choosing Dijon.
Yeah.
I think she would choose Dijon.
They did it on purpose because the moment they said, "Oh, stand up if you want to recouple," I said, "You're actually stupid because now Dejan's not going to stand up."
He's obviously not going to do that.
So you did that on purpose because him standing up, he would have had to do that in front of Meg. He's been copping out this whole time. He wanted Melisha. He wanted what's her name? Caprice. I think there's other people, but whatever.
There was probably other
everybody that came in after Meg, he wanted them. But went back to Meg as a safe option. Now you've given him another opportunity to choose the safe option. I was so annoyed.
Yeah, because yesterday I was saying I was so confident that Meg was going home today.
Yeah, I was getting excited.
I believe that, like I said, she would have stolen him.
Yeah, she would.
And Meg would have gone home. I was so confident Meg was going home today. And she didn't.
And literally when they were on the date, when Dejan and Billy Kiss were on the date, I was just smiling the whole way. I said, yes, come on, it's time for Meg to go.
Yeah.
It's time for her to go. And then even in today's episode when they were chatting, and I just don't like Dejan because the teeth. It's the teeth to me.
He's so excited all the time.
It's true. And then you come out of the conversation, my Meg.
No, do you know why? Because she was sitting right there.
Yeah, I know.
He's obviously going to say that when Meg is laying right next to you. If it was with somebody else, he probably wouldn't have said that. Because when he was talking to the boys, he's talking about how good her body is.
Yeah, exactly.
But when he's sitting next to Meg, he's obviously going to say, no one compares to my Meg. Because she's right there. And then even Meg's talking about, oh yeah, like, now that I think of it, like, do I really know him?
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, when she was talking about how much do I really know him and all that stuff, like, he doesn't talk to me. Like, when he goes on dates, he doesn't say anything and all that stuff. And I'm like, love.
And it's only now you're realising that.
Exactly.
In my head, I'm thinking, why are you only thinking about that now? You've been coupled up with him since the beginning. Why have you not spoken about important things?
Exactly. Why is she only coming out with that now?
If he doesn't want to answer questions, then you answer questions. What's wrong with you?
Meg and Dejan are just boring.
Anyway, that was so predictable. Boring. But it was very annoying because the people that were single went home.
Yeah.
And that annoyed me so much.
That was annoying.
So
Ryan
nobody
didn't even get no chance.
No, so that was sad. I had a feeling it would happen though.
Yeah.
So no one chose Ryan. And obviously it was pretty much between Tony and Shakira. Tony already said, no, I'm not feeling him. And then he already said that he felt a vibe from Shakira that she wasn't really into me anyway. So that was obvious that none of them.
Ari.
Yeah, because she's silly. So that was obvious that no one was going to choose Ryan. But obviously with Billy Kiss now, Connor stood up for her. Then obviously that made Alima single. And not just single, dumped.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
Yeah.
I was like, you're taking the mickey. No way. Yeah, flipping way.
Well, to be honest, Connor had to stand up. He was in a friendship.
No, listen, I don't blame Connor.
Going to stand up.
It's not anything against Connor. I just find that annoying. Like, why? I don't know. I just, obviously, I don't want Alima to go home.
They did
that was just
on
annoying,
purpose.
man. That was just so
because
annoying.
of the way they did it. It was never going to be Dejan and Connor that stood up, and so Alima was always going to go. But if they did it the other way round, and the bombshells were choosing,
it would have been Meg.
Meg would have gone home.
Meg would have gone home.
I think she would have
chosen
Dejan.
It would have been Meg, and
or it still could have been Alima. Because she was talking to the both of them, but I still think she would have chosen Dejan.
I think she would have chosen Dejan. Because in today's episode, we only
Tony
saw...
and Shakira could have gone home.
Why?
Because of Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
And I think it would have...
No, the boy, not Tony and Shakira. It would have been the boy that goes. So it would have been Harrison or Harry.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Yeah, they would have gone. So one of them two would have gone.
Harry could have gone home.
Good.
Yeah, which is good.
That's very good.
If the bombshell was chosen, it would have been a better
much better
outcome.
Much better.
Yeah, true.
It would have been a better outcome for everybody. And yeah, Billy Kiss would have chosen Dejan. Because even in today's episode, you saw Billy Kiss take Dejan for how many chats? Did we ever see her talk to Connor?
She was with Connor once.
And they got along. Well, obviously, she spoke to Dejan more.
And to be fair, I like Billy Kiss. Like, literally, they were on the daybeds. Dejan and Meg were on the daybeds, lying down all cozy and coupley. She didn't care. Oh, Dejan, do you want to go for a chat? She did not care.
Good. Yeah. Why should she?
I don't need to bother myself about you. You're not married.
I just really hope now, just because she's now coupled up with Connor, I hope it's not the end of her and Dejan. I want Meg gone.
No, but I think Billy Kiss is going to really take it as, oh, okay, so we've got a vibe, but you're not going to stand up for me. It's very confusing. It's like what Capri says. Confusion is the answer.
Yeah, but I understand. But he's not confused. He chose the safe option.
Exactly.
No, he is confused because when we're having chats, it's seeming like the window is cracked, like there's a little opening.
Of course there isn't.
You've been given a chance to stand up if you're not standing up.
It's a safe option.
It's a safe option because every girl that's got with him has always said it ends in confusion, and it ends in confusion for them, not for Dijon. They're confused because his actions are not matching his words.
Exactly.
But, like Sarai said, it's because he's always choosing the safest option, which is Meg.
Safe option.
He wants every single girl he has entertained.
Yes, he does.
But the safest option is Meg.
And to be honest, he's probably Billy Kiss is probably the most one he's wanted.
Yeah, look how he's been acting.
He's choosing the safe option, and it's either because he doesn't want to hurt Meg, even though I don't care. I don't think he cares about that. Maybe it's because he wants to win.
He definitely wants that money.
He does not want Meg. He wouldn't keep doing this if he wanted Meg.
No, you don't.
You don't do that.
He does not want her.
You don't do that.
No. So, yeah, I don't know. But either Billy Kiss is going to be the one to do it, or I just can't wait till Casa and Moore. But Dejan and Meg must not last to the end.
They can't.
They must not.
I hope not.
I'll be very annoyed.
They must not last to the end.
I'll be very annoyed if they do. But like I said, like Leopard never changes its spots. And Dijon has proven himself, so who's to know that Castlemore would even change his head?
Yeah, he wants to win.
That's the thing, because you're gonna do Castle, go and do all sorts of madness, and then choose my Meg.
Yeah, he will do that.
And then movie night's gonna come. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because Castlemore is a longer sleepover. And look what he did in the sleepover.
He's gonna do the same.
So he'll just do the same thing.
Then movie night's gonna come, and then it's all gonna come out.
Yeah, but you know what?
I do the same thing.
But you know what I don't understand. If Dejan has been doing this to Meg from the very beginning, why has nobody voted him off?
Because they like Meg.
So he can still go when Meg stays.
Yeah, like what happened to Megan and Tommy. And Megan and Connor, I mean.
Why is he still here?
It's true, but obviously at the time people disliked Ramel more than Dijon.
I understand that.
Yeah, and obviously we've only had one vote in, so you had to choose wisely. I mean, it was a wise choice to choose Megan.
Yeah, I'm glad Ramel went.
But Ramel needed to go at the time.
Yeah, he did.
And what did you think about that comment that Shakira made when Alima was packing?
Oh, promise me you won't text Ramel.
Yeah, just wasn't necessary, was it?
Well.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit like, but if they're girls, but I was just like, yeah, I hope you don't.
Yeah, me too.
No, but I just thought the comment was just not necessary.
Well, they could have been talking about it, and then... I don't know.
No, we don't need to talk about Ramel. Ramel gone a long time.
It's true.
Exactly.
It's true.
Why would she she assume that, because I'm leaving the villa, I'm going to now catch up? No, I ended it. So why would you have to bring Ramel up now?
Yeah, I don't know.
There might be more context, but yeah, it's true.
It's a bit like iffy. I was like, that didn't need to be brought up.
I don't know. Maybe they did have conversations about it that we didn't see.
Maybe.
And she's just, hoping that Alima doesn't go back.
I don't think she will.
No.
She said she was a one-chance girl. I don't think she's doing that.
No.
I don't think she will. Yeah.
No. But I feel like Alima's time was up anyway. She was in a friendship couple. Nobody in there she was interested in. So I just thought...
That Ben thing was not anything.
That Ben thing, that was nothing.
Because I didn't even know she was into Ben.
Exactly. Yeah, that was nothing.
Ridiculous.
So, there was nobody in there for her. So I think it was her time to go.
Yeah. But at the moment, I think I really like Billy Kiss.
I like her.
So I hope
I like her.
She stays on this track.
Yeah.
But I really like her.
I like Billy Kiss. I think she's very confident.
Yeah.
Very, very confident.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Don't make you feel any sort of way.
Who's Megan?
She's not married. Mm-hmm. You do as you please. If you want to talk to Dejan, do it in front of her face, do it behind her back, do it whenever you want to do it.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. Meg is irrelevant.
Yeah, she is.
Literally. And you can see she's shaking in her boots.
Oh, she said it many times.
She's very scared.
Many times.
She's very scared.
Yeah, very scared.
Days.
So good.
I would be also.
We need to be making Meg feel that way. And so she can get to a nasty attitude stage, because remember, Dejan don't like them kind of things. And then
but you said that from the beginning and you still chose her.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Stupid man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Either way, whatever process Billy Kiss does that leads to the outcome of Meg being dumped is what I'm here for. Please. Meg needs to leave my screen.
Yeah, she does. Please.
She needs to leave my screen. She's been needed to leave my screen
from the beginning.
Yeah.
So she needs to go
from the beginning. Definitely.
Literally from the beginning.
The public did well with sending Meghan home. That's good. She's now off my screen.
Good.
Very grateful
now
for
on
that.
to the next.
And now on to the next.
Meg
needs to go.
Yeah, probably Meg.
And then after that, Helena.
Oh.
Yep.
Then after
Emily.
that, Emily.
Yep.
Then
we're good.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Definitely. But I did think that this recoupling was very soon. So I wonder what they're rushing. Because they only just came.
Casa Amor.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Why would you do a
be.
recoupling this close to Casa Amor? I'm sure they don't do... It's like you're cramming it all in and then Casa comes. It's like...
Because remember, they tried to put too much drama. They wanted more drama this year.
Yeah, they did.
So remember, they added things like the sleepover. Them things don't happen.
Yeah,
that never
true.
happened before.
It's true.
And then not only the sleepover, the recording. It wasn't a movie night, but it was like a semi-movie night.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So they tried to do too much in too little time.
It's true, it's true.
Because like you said, in previous seasons, Casper would have been here by now.
Yeah, I'm very sure of it.
So
they're trying to cram all in.
Yeah, because they wanted more drama.
I definitely think it will be this Sunday though. Yeah. I have a feeling it will.
Well,
but we'll see anyway. We'll see.
Yeah, I was quite. Don't you think was you a bit surprised when you saw like Yasmin and when Alima was dumped?
Yeah, she was crying.
She was bawling.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know these people were this close.
Yeah.
I thought it was Yasmin, Tony, and Shakira.
That's what they show.
Right.
That's the thing. There's a lot of things they don't show.
But yeah, she was. I think it was mainly her and Tony.
Yeah, Tony was crying.
It was definitely her and Tony.
But it just goes to show you the volumes of somebody's impact in the villa. Because the only other person that they did bow like that was Shay.
Everyone bowled for Shay.
So, it just goes to show you the people in the villa that really hold weight.
I'm just putting it out there. I don't remember anyone crying for Meghan.
Well,
I think Meg did.
Not everybody, but yeah.
Yeah.
They would have been crying, but not everybody cried. Like, obviously, Connor was in tears.
Oh, I mean the girls, though.
Yeah, the girls, I can't really
Maybe
remember.
Meg, but I don't remember anyone else crying.
But definitely not as much as Alima and Shay.
Yeah, I mean, Shay, it was everyone.
Yeah,
but
definitely not as much as them
it
two.
was surprising, like you said, with Alima.
Yeah,
but like, do we know of like any fan favourites at this point? Like, what are we in for week 3 or week 4?
4.
4 weeks in. I don't even know.
Yeah.
We're halfway through. Yeah.
So
Sunday's 5th week.
Yeah. I mean, I think Tommy's a fan favourite.
Tommy, as far as I know, Tommy is definitely fan favourite.
Yeah, I think it's Tommy.
And out of the women, unfortunately, it's got to be Meg.
I think
that's the only reason why she lasted this long.
I think Meg. Because the thing is, there are still quite a few people that don't like her, but I think for her to be lasting, she obviously is a favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even though, I could be biased and say Tony, we know it's not Tony. That's why she's been painted as the mean girl.
Yeah.
So.
But then again, even a lot of people out there really like Shakira.
They do. They actually do.
So, yeah, I haven't heard anything about Tony, but I know a lot of people like Shakira.
There's like this group of people that don't like Shakira and Tony, but the rest do. Yeah, so...
Well, you're not going to be everybody's favourite. So.
No, you're not. You're definitely not.
Exactly. There's not going to be anybody out there that will always like somebody.
Exactly.
That's life.
Exactly. So, yeah.
So that was today's episode. Not really much into it, as we said. At this point, we're just waiting for Casa Amor because a lot of people would like to be dumped. So, and it looks like Casa Amor's the only hope to boats shaking. So, yeah, let's see. Hopefully, Casa Amor is this Sunday. But other than that, let us know what you thought about today's episode in the comments of what you've been feeling about Love Island thus far. And what do you want to see going forward? Let us know how you're feeling about Billy Kiss. And I was going to say Ryan, but Ryan got dumped now. So let us know what you think about the new Bombshell Billy Kiss.
Yeah.
And Dijon. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah.
In that it could be another love triangle brewing. You never know, or it could be time for Meg to pack her bags. Who knows? But yeah, so we'll catch you tomorrow in another episode.